Hello and welcome to this Tales from the Hangar Aviation Rarities episode about the PZL.27, a small prototype Polish airliner from the early 1930s. The Polish Military of Transport specification called for an economical, easy to maintain aircraft capable of carrying a pilot, a radio operator and 5 passengers. The aircraft was to operate on domestic and international routes of limited distance in the range of up to 700 kilometres, and the aircraft had to be multi-engined. Lot Polish Airlines, however, was not keen. They thought it was too small from the beginning for its future needs, so basically it was doomed from the start. The PZL.27 was conceived in the winter of 1932 to 1933. It had a one-piece wing tapering the chord length and thickness. It was a 2-spar wooden structure with plywood covering. The wing was attached to the fuselage with 4 bolts. The rectangular fuselage was constructed from welded chrome tubes covered with fabric. The cockpit housed the pilot and a radio operator. The door to the cockpit was located forward of the starboard side of the fuselage. The 5-seat passenger cabin equipped with an internal door to the cockpit. It had folding seats arranged in a single row with an aisle. The cabin was very comfortable and well equipped for the time. It was soundproofed, heated, insulated and air conditioned, and the cabin main door was equipped with a retractable step. The baggage compartment was accessible from the outside and located in the aft part of the passenger cabin. The tail unit was braced and its structure was welded from steel pipes and covered with fabric, and the tail unit had a balanced rudder and the vertical stabiliser could be moved in flight. The landing gear was fitted with Dunlop rubber shock absorbers, and it took a lot of effort and pumping by the crew to lower and raise the gear. The landing self-locking gear legs could be extended in 30 seconds and retracted in 20 seconds. Future aircraft would feature a self-orientating tail wheel and feature oil pneumatic shock absorbers. The power plant was 3 130 horsepower de Havilland Gypsy Major inverted inline air-cooled engines. The prototype flew with 2-bladed metal Letov variable pitch propellers and 2-bladed wooden Shermansky fixed pitch propellers, and the engine cowlings provided easy access to the engines. So the design was reviewed and approved alongside its competitor, the RWD-11, and I will cover that aircraft and other Polish aircraft in future episodes. In the summer of 1933, the Ministry of Transport authorised detailed development and the construction of one flying prototype, and in September 1934 the aircraft was rolled out of the workshop. It undertook engine start-ups and functional tests of retraction and extension of the landing gear on the ground. A few weeks later, the PZL.27 with the registration SPAMP, but not seen any photos I could find, made its maiden flight, becoming the first Polish-designed aircraft with retractable landing gear. The first flights revealed problems with lateral stability, insufficient wing rigidity and cracks in the fuel tanks, and the placement of the engine nacelles at a considerable distance from the fuselage created significant loads on the wings during operations. So in early 1935 the aircraft was returned to the factory and fitted with a new wing which was equipped with more efficient ailerons, with a higher gear ratio and redesigned fuel tanks. The changes eliminated most of the problems, but cracks in the fuel tanks persisted throughout the life of the aircraft. Test flights carried out in the spring and summer of 1935 showed a significant improvement over past handling characteristics, but apparently it still had various issues. The PZL.27 in the end did eventually receive a certificate of airworthiness. The aircraft was then delivered to Lot, where it carried out various tests and mainly mail flights. These flights showed the PZL.27 to be quite satisfactory. After saying that, Lot still did not want any more PZL.27s, claiming it was outdated and lacked passenger capacity. They also used the issue with the fuel tanks as an excuse, as it was not suitable for the task for which it was intended. In 1937, after accumulating 70 hours flying with Lot, the single PZL.27 was purchased by the Aviation Authority for the Polish Air Force. But very soon after this, the aircraft crashed at Piękno, and the details about this are unknown. And that was the end of the PZL.27. PZL did learn from all of this and went on to make some very good aircraft during their long history. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share or leave a comment, as it's always appreciated.